Hey everyone, I just got done filming my February favorites and I had mentioned at the end of that video that I was going to do another video, and I think I'll call this like my current everyday faves, because there was a bunch of products that I use every day and I feel like they're worth mentioning, but since that was a monthly favorites, those are things that are a little more new or just really enjoyed that month. And these are just, I mean, I use these every day. I've either repurchased them many times or I will continue to repurchase them. And there's stuff that I just really felt like was worth mentioning to you because they are worthy of a favorites video. But I wanted to do this as kind of a standalone. So anyways, let's get started. And this is kind of just a little more basic things I use every day. So, okay, to start with, I paint my nails a lot. You cannot tell right now, but my absolute favorite remover is the Zoya Remove Plus. I love the little bottles that it comes in. It's the little, you know, you put your cotton round on there and pump it down. You can get those other places if you really wanted to. It works so well. It smells kind of like lavender. It is the best nail polish remover I've ever used, and I've gone through so many of these I can't even keep count. Next is, these are in no particular order. This is, I think it's called Pai. It's the Rosehip Bio Regenerate Fruit and Seed Oil Blend plus Vitamin E. I saw about this in, I heard about this from Essie Button. She had mentioned using this and I had ordered it, and recently my skin has been really dry, so I had started using a facial oil and I love this stuff. It does not break me out. I've used the Josie Mayer and Argan Oil and I think it broke me out. I always want to give it another shot because so many people love it. But this does not break me out. It does not leave me too greasy. I use it in the morning time. I use it at night. I use more drops than it says. It says like 2 to 3 drops. I use probably 4 to 5. Now, I think it's a little more natural. So it does, everything has like the expiration time. This does say 6 months, which I think it'd probably take me 6 months to go through this. So that's fine. But I have 2 other facial oils I want to try next, but I will probably repurchase this because I love it. And it kind of has like a, I mean, I wouldn't say it smells like oranges. No, I don't know what it smells like. Oh, anyways, I love it. Next, I leave this on my nightstand. It's the Christian Dior Creme de Rose Lip Balm, and I absolutely love this. It's kind of a light pink. I use it at nighttime, so the color doesn't matter, but during the day you'd kind of notice a little milky pink hint, and it is so moisturizing. It smells so good. It's so thick. I love this. I'll most likely repurchase this when I'm done with it. I have 2 brushes that are just, I love these brushes. I don't know how I lived without them. I don't know how I could live without them. The first up is the Ecotools Bronzer brush. This is it is just a dense brush. And I just use it. I didn't use it today because it's dirty and I need to clean it. But I just use it all over the face. I can use it wherever. It does not put on too much. It does not leave me streaky. It doesn't leave me overly bronzed. I just love this. And you get it at the drugstore. I mean, it was probably around $10. So I love this brush. I've used a few other Ecotools brushes and I didn't love them, so I don't know, but I like that one. Next up is the Sephora ProAirbrush Concealer 57 brush. I love this thing. I didn't use it today because it's in my to be wash pile. You can kind of tell it's dirty. I use that to just blend out my concealer and it does it so effortlessly. I used to use my fingers. I don't know, I just got sick of them getting dirty. I heard so many good things about this. It just blends it out so well. It's, oh, I've never used all this little Sigma Precision, like a P82. I don't even know if that's a right one. I've never used any of those. Now I do use another Sigma brush, the big kabuki pointed one. I had that before and I'll use that one. This is dirty, but this I love. I love it. I love it. And I only use it under my eyes. So if you do not have this, you need it. Okay, next up, now I have used a few brands. I've used the Uamara, MAC, and then the Chanel eyelash curler. I like all of those fine. I haven't used one from the drugstore in a long time, so I can't speak of those. But I use an eyelash curler every day. I do not know how people do not use it, but I suggest using one if you never have. And this is just the one I use. I'm not saying you need to go get this one. And then my next step goes along with that, and it is the Maybelline Rocket Waterproof Mascara. I use one coat of this. Now, I'm not in love with the wand, but I like to use one kind of thin coat so it works for me. It's one of those plasticky bristles, and I just use one coat of that after I curl my lashes, and it kind of holds the curl. The waterproof, I guess, really just locks it in, and I use a pretty thin coat. That way I don't have to scrub at my eyes at the end of the day to get it off. And I use one eye, do one eye, then apply my next mascara, then do one eye and my next mascara. That's what I do. And then next, I love mascara. It's the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara, and this is what I put on my bottom lashes, and it is just the tiniest. You can see compared to my pinky nail how little it is. I used to not put mascara on my bottom lashes because I felt like it just wasn't a look that suited me until I started using this. It makes it so easy. You do not get too much. It is not clumpy. I don't have a problem removing it. It doesn't smudge. It's $10, which you could be like, oh, should I spend $10 on just one little tube? But I mean, it lasts for quite a while, and it's just, I mean, I can't imagine not using this now. Next, I have two eyeliners I'll talk about. I tightline every day on the top, and I change it out what I use, but what I've been using lately and really enjoying is the Nars Larger Than Life eyeliner in Via Veneto. And the only thing I don't like is I wish you could sharpen this, because as you can see, it's just kind of it's just a dull thing. It's a twist up, but the top just stays dull. And it supposedly has this. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really like using these. But I like it. It does not smudge. A lot of liners, when I tightline, I notice it creeping over here in the corners of my eyes. And this does not do that. It's really black. It's creamy. I enjoy this so much. And I only use this to tightline, so I can't speak about anything else for it. And then I do that every day that I wear makeup. And occasionally, on the days that I want to wear eyeliner, I use the Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner. I prefer to use a liquid eyeliner on the top as opposed to a pencil, because I feel like I have a little more control over it. It's thin. I have hooded eyes, so I don't want to have a really thick line of eyeliner up top, because then that's all you can see. Now, people say this is waterproof and great, and I'm not saying it's not, but I do notice towards the end of the day, it's kind of patchy. It's at the end of the day. It's not something that bothers me, and I really enjoy this. This is what I've been using for a while, and I have another one as a backup for when this runs out. I also really like the L'Oreal Linear Intense Carbon Black. They're just a little different of a pen, but I really enjoy this. And then this I use probably every day that I wear makeup. It's the Laura Mercier Amethyst Caviar Stick Eye Color. Now this shade, it is just kind of, it's like a taupey purple. I'm going to do a big swatch. It has some glittery shimmerness in it. I hope it comes across. You can't really see the shimmer on that, but it's kind of golden, warm, flexes shimmer. That's a little better. I just put this underneath, and that's what I have on today underneath. And it gives a little bit of definition under your eyes without being harsh, black, or too much. And I just really think the amethyst color is really pretty. It's flattering to my green eyes. It goes with pretty much any eye look I wear. Most shades I'm going to wear on my eyes, this will go with. But I absolutely love this. When I run out, I will repurchase it. And if I had to guess, I'd probably think I'm going to run out pretty soon, because I use it almost every day, and I've had it for quite a while now. So, it does last a long time. And I don't notice that it smears or anything under my eyes. So, Last, I have three more things. I feel like this has been kind of a rambly video. The Nars Eyeshadow Base Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I'm sure you've heard a million people talk about this. It's just a white, goes on translucent after you rub it in. It doesn't provide any color camouflaging to your eyelids at all. a lot of days I'll use like MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot over it if I really want to cancel out any veins or redness. But this makes my eyeshadow stay all day. It does not crease, smudge. And the thing with the eyeshadow bases is it really makes your eyeshadow vibrant and the color just full on. And that's one reason I like it. Before eyeshadow bases were around and I'd put on my eyeshadow, it just seemed so, I don't know the word. They just weren't vibrant or full color, and this really helps. Now, I have very, very oily eyelids, so I could not go a day without an eyeshadow base. But I really suggest that one. And I've had that tube for over a year. And I mean, I still have some in it. I don't know. Now, I used to use the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and when it would start getting low, this little stopper right there, I would get my husband to take it out, and then I was able to really get more. So maybe I'll update you guys. When it starts getting low, I may have him do that if it's possible. So, okay. Lastly are 2 brow products. Now, on certain days, I just need to get ready and go, and I just cannot skip brows. To me, that is just like one of the things, under eye concealer and brows. And on those days, I really love the Benefit Gimme Brow. The tube and wand is very similar to the Clinique Bottom Lash mascara. It's just very tiny, tiny, tiny. And this is a fiber brow gel, I think is what it's described as. Now, I have pretty thick eyebrows. I mean, like, the hairs are crazy. And I was a little concerned that the fiber would make them thicker. I do not notice that, but it gives it hold. I think the fiber is what keeps the color to actually stay in your eyebrows. This is the shade Medium Deep. I mean, I think it matches me fine. I don't think it's too dark, because a lot of times the dark shades are, because I think this is the darkest shade, they can be a little too much. Let me see if I can, I mean, it's a dark shade, but I don't think it's too much. And I love this. It stays all day. I don't notice it wearing off or anything. And I'm able to really fill in spots that need it, and this stays there. So it's a very good product. It's a little expensive, I think, for the size of the tube, but I've been using it since I got it around the Sephora VIP sale time, and I use it a lot, and I haven't noticed it running out. So, I mean, that hasn't been all that long, but I know that tube looks really tiny, like it would be gone in a day. And the next is, I'm sure you all know about it, the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and this is the shade Medium Ash. We all know they have a lovely spoolie, and it is a brow, it's kind of a waxy brow pencil. It's a teeny tiny, 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 tiny pencil. And this is Medium Ash. That looks way lighter than it is. I like ash shades because they do not have any red in it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this looks red on camera, but it's not in real life. In real life, it is. Okay, that's a little more true. Yeah. In real life, it's kind of like a brownie gray. So, I love that. It's what I used on my eyebrows today. I have a little more control with this, obviously, than I do with the Benefit Gimme Brow, but that does not mean I don't love either one any less. They're just kind of different purposes. So, whew, I feel like that was a lot. I just filmed my favorites video, and I'm filming this back to back, so I feel a little winded. So that was my current everyday faves. They're things I use all the time. I feel like they're just worth mentioning. You've probably seen them in some of my videos before. Not to say that they're not monthly favorites. I want to stress that, but I mean, you may see them pop up time to time in a monthly favorite because it may just be like, oh man, I couldn't have lived without this month. But other than that, I can't say they're gonna pop up because they're just real standards. They stick around every month. So I guess that is all for now, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys another time. Bye!